PWP Nation,
where wrestling discussion lives.
That's a good commercial. That's a good commercial.
That was good.
Yes, quick and to the point.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right.
Well, hello there. Dukes, Keith, and Griff here from the Anything But Credible podcast, a.k.a. the ABC Pod. Fellas?
Holla.
Oh, hello. We're here to let you know that you could be possibly missing out on the best podcast ever created, aside from the Offended podcast, of course, and you don't want to be missing that. Now, what makes us the best? Griff? Yeah, great. Keith? Exactly. Look, I'll keep it really simple for you. Crazy people, crazy news, crazy theories, crazy uncredible. That's right. We made that word up. Griff, Keith, say something crazy for me.
Russia wants you to believe in Finland. Real.
Nice. Look, you can find us just about anywhere that you get your podcast, especially Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to hit us up on Facebook at ABC Pod. That's ABC POD. Twitter at _ABC Pod. And Instagram at ABC Podcast. Check in with us for a new episode every Monday and join the conspiracy to commit stupid. We will see you then, and shout out to the Offended Podcast.
Adios.
Later, guys. Like you more than a friend.
And welcome to Offended, presented by PWP Nation. It's your boy Tricky, along with Stoutsy.
What's up, you fucking marks?
My name's Stout.
Good one, dude.
Damn. Got you,
Holy
dork.
cow.
It's just us two today.
It is.
It's the first time.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I have to actually talk to you the whole time.
I don't
This
wanna
kind
look
of
at you.
sucks. Oh, my headphones popped up. We good?
You good?
We good?
Yeah, it's weird. I could look at other people while I'm doing this, but now I gotta look at your stupid ass face.
I gotta
Boner?
look at that. Stupid.
That's the one thing I'm worried about is getting a boner. Phyllis.
Stupid hair that curls off to the side with your stupid one headphone.
Wait. When I take my hat off, I look like when Jim impersonated Dwight.
Ha! You do.
Bears. Beats. Battlestar Galactica. Michael!
Wait, what are you doing?
What is going on? Very funny, Jim. Alright, anyway. We got some stuff to cover today. We got QWEGG on the show with us later, though.
Yep.
Yeah, he recaps E3.
Yep.
And just a fair warning to everybody, if you never heard QWEGG talk before, very monotone.
Yep.
Yeah. But I love the guy. I love him. I'd do anything for the guy. He's like a brother. It's like we're brothers. Remember that blues video? Before, they played, it was only, two of the people in the arena, and it's like we're brothers.
Oh, yeah.
It's the worst video ever. The production was, really bad. That's on YouTube, by the way, if you go on Blues.
The blues for you.
That's bad. That's bad. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got songs of the week. We got maybe a little NHL update. Bring you a little NHL update. We're gonna review NXT Takeover. What a show! And Money in the Bank, Raw, SmackDown. We'll get all to that. But first, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at OffendedPod. Buy our t-shirt at www.prowrestlingtees.com/offended-podcast. NHL Talk will return shortly. The draft is this week, right?
Yep. They just had the awards 2 nights ago, because this will be Friday.
Nice. You know what?
And
Maybe
then
we'll
the
do a
awards.
little special brand new NHL Talk tonight. Or today, tomorrow, whatever they'll be out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's exclusively
It's exciting for the next couple of weeks.
It's exclusively on Facebook at our www.facebook.com/offendedpod. It'll be on there and shared around Facebook. Cool. Follow our Spotify playlist at Offended Presents Songs of the Month. It'll be updated, at the end of every month, if you can find it. Good luck. And if you're not doing it already, follow us on iHeartRadio by just searching Offended. We come right up under podcast. We are the first podcast that pops up. I watched it on multiple people's phones. We come right the fuck up.
Right up.
Right on up there in that box. All right. All right, first, before we get into all of our shenanigans and all the bullshit, real quick, little sad day on Monday. Well, we didn't find out until Tuesday or Wednesday. With R.I.P. Big Van Vader,
Yesterday.
Leon White.
Wednesday.
Yeah, that was good. like, was sick for a while, like, a couple of years ago. The doctors gave him, 10 months, I think it was, 10 months to live.
Not very long.
Maybe 2 years to live. I forget what it was. Exactly. But then they went back on their prognosis, and then he had a severe case of pneumonia that he was battling this past month, and his heart just gave out. It's really sad.
It is sad. Is he in the Hall of Fame?
That's a good question. I don't think he is. He should be.
Should be. He's one of the best big men out there.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He's the first United States New Japan champion, I think, if memory serves me correctly. He's an 11-time world champion. What's fucking stupid is that none of those times were in WWE, which he should have been. He should have been champion at least once in WWE.
Yeah, he's not in the Hall of Fame, but of course, there's discussions of should he go in.
Well, of course, now he's going to go in.
Yeah.
But God, as a kid, he had one of my all-time favorite entrances, like the song, "It's time! It's time! It's Vader time!" Boom, 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 boom. I loved it.
He also had one of the best roles on Boy Meets World.
Yes, you beat me to it, motherfucker. Yeah.
Ha! Slowpoke McJoke.
That was actually, I'm not even saying this just because, but that was one of my favorite Boy Meets World episodes.
That was a really good episode.
Was that the same episode where Foley was on it, or is that was earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a different one.
Because there's one episode where there's one episode where Foley and the Hardys, I think, are on it.
I don't think so.
I'm almost positive there's an episode where, when the Attitude Era was huge, that there's, a few wrestlers, in the episode. Maybe I'm thinking of That 70s Show. The Hardys are without a doubt in That 70s Show, I know for a fact. And The Rock.
Really?
Yeah, The Rock plays his dad. And,
I know The Rock's in one of them.
It's in the first season. The Hardy Boys are wrestling each other. They're, watching wrestling. It's the Hardys wrestling each other. They're not the Hardys, though, obviously, on the show. But, yeah, they're wrestling them.
Yeah, Mick Foley was in one. It's later when they're in the college.
When they're in college, and I think there's a few other wrestlers in that show or in that episode.
I just
because the Vader one was in the middle, wasn't it? Of the seasons. When it's Boy Meets World, Meets World.
I'm not seeing them.
You're not. God, you're such a terrible co-host.
I'm just. They're not. I don't think they were on Boy Meets World. I would have remembered that.
The Hardys.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe it was
Mick Foley was
just
for sure.
Show. But I'm saying I think there was other wrestlers on that episode, and I can't remember if Vader's episode was before that, which it was.
It was before it.
He was on a couple times, wasn't he?
Yeah, because he played the dad of
Ethan Suplee, wherever his name is.
The bully from the trailer. Well, he's actually a nicer guy.
Yeah. Snoochie Boogies, Mallrats. It's my favorite character. Have you seen Mallrats?
Yeah.
When
a while.
He's staring at the picture the whole time. He's like, I'm trying to find it. Oh, look, it's the boat. It's like, I don't see the fucking boat. And the kid comes up. It's like, it's a boat. You know what? There is no Easter Bunny.
Smoochy Poochies.
Snoochie Boochies. All right, but R.I.P. Big Van Vader.
Yep.
The dude was crazy. Popped his eye back in during a match.
What a nut.
Do you have a match of his preference? I know
nothing off the top of my head.
He was before our time.
Yeah, so
he was there. He was here and there, when we were 5 or 6 years old. But one that I did watch back was his rivalry with Cactus Jack. That's really good. That was actually really good. And I kind of
that's probably one of the only somewhat memories I have of.
And I put Cactus on the match on the map.
Yeah.
But I saw a video the other day. Ken Shamrock is wrestling Vader on a In Your House pay-per-view, and Shamrock is throwing in some stiff ass forearms. I mean, stiff as fuck. And you can see Vader kind of push him back, be like, "Ease up." You can read his mouth saying take it easier, ease up. He says something like that, and Shamrock doesn't. Levels hits him again pretty stiff. Vader, fucking rocks him on the Vader's motherfucker, and just throws the hardest stiffest clothesline, but comes around with this closed fist. Shamrock just plops to the mat. I'm sure he was selling a little bit,
right,
with the way he fell. But when he hit him, dude, you could tell Shamrock's like, "Oh shit. Take it easy, roid it out, fuckhead,
breathe."
Shamrock wants to. By the way, Shamrock wants to come back now and thinks he could beat Roman Reigns in a match.
So, just another boring storyline?
Yep, exactly. WWE, they'll book it. Oh, damn it, I won't book Batista in a comeback story with a ending match with Triple H, but I'll book Ken Shamrock.
It'll get over.
All right, so this is episode 45. So, next week will be our first 90s episode, by the way.
Yeah.
We'll be counting down the top 20 movies of the 90s. And there's a lot. Like, I made my list, and I have like 10 to 13 honorable
There's
mentions.
so many. See, I've been thinking about this.
Hold on. Wait, next week is our first... Let me rewind. Let me redo this again. Next week is our first episode of I Love the 90s by Offended. I forgot again. This is the second week in a row I forgot to do this.
Is this Sister Hazel?
This is, No, it's Nelly. But, so, next week, counting down the top 20 movies of the 90s. It's hard. I was, like, looking at all these movies, I'm like, God damn, I love all these movies.
I think I got a couple surprises I'm throwing in there that aren't, like, film movies.
What do you mean? Like, cartoons?
Just a little...
I have some cartoons.
I might have some Disney movies thrown in there.
Brother. I definitely have some Disney movies up here.
brother.
I have a Kuna Matata tattooed on my arm. I just can't wait to be king.
I'm thinking Disney
the
Channel
podcast.
movies even.
Oh, God. Halloween Town?
There was some good ones. I'm not going ratings here. 90s, the ratings didn't
I'm not going
matter,
Meltzer
man.
ratings,
It's just
bro.
like interested you and you'd skateboard and watch some
Ooh,
movies.
skateboarding. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, kickflip.
You just gave me... I don't know why skateboarding has nothing to do with this movie, but I just realized it's not on my top 10 or top 20 list.
Idiot.
It's definitely going on. It's definitely going on real quick. Yeah. Ooh.
Stall. I have to stall because he's not talking.
I'm gonna watch edit. Well, you're not gonna know it. You're not gonna. Yeah, stall. You didn't even know. I paused it just to tell Jim what it was, and he called me a fucking idiot.
It is.
Yes.
I don't know why it wouldn't be on your list.
Yeah, I don't know what it wouldn't be on my list either. You know?
Yeah.
People think that we're actually saying, but we're not. We're just like headbutting our mics when we say it. God, it's amazing that we are hosts together sometimes.
That makes sense. Yeah, the 90s are going to be sick.
Yeah. Naked Lady was not... I told this idea to Naked Lady, and she just, like, didn't say anything. And I'm like, I guess you didn't like that idea.
Yeah, whatever, Grandma.
Yeah. She's like, I just don't think there's so much you could... There's not a lot you could do. And I'm like...
What?
I'm like, have you not seen, like, I Love the 90s?
We
Like,
could do...
They made fucking 10 episodes of that shit.
We could do
So
each
much.
year of that decade.
So much. Ooh. We could. See, I like this. I like this idea, though, just because, like, there's some weeks during the summer, because it happened to us last summer. Before, like, when we started doing the podcast, I was kind of kicking myself, because at first I'm like, man, there's, like, not a lot to talk about. We can't, like, the sports that's going on, it's just baseball. It's, like, it's not a lot. Like, thank God we had McGregor-Mayweather to cover last year, because that was, like, you know, filled the time, and wrestling was kind of like how this year is with WWE, where it was just kind of like 2 years ago, wrestling, like 2016. 2016 was the best year WWE has had from start to finish, on like from January to December in terms of the wrestling.
Right.
And NXT has continued that, but the main roster did not.
No. Well, what's cool now is I think, you know, with not just WWE, but all the indies, you know, New Japan, Ring of Honor, they've been
fire.
Which, you know, then through the summer, so like you have something.
Yep.
You know.
And this is totally the time to capitalize on WWE's failing of the main roster's booking. Like,
yeah, and they have the characters, and that gives us shit to talk about.
So yeah, next week we have the 90s, but in 5 episodes we have our 1 year anniversary. Our 50th episode is actually our 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, how was it? How weird is that?
Wow.
So there'll be a musical guest on the show. I am promising that. We'll go
50
through.
Cent?
No, Curtis Jackson. But so...
okay. Dumbass. Stupid ass comment.
That's not true. He's not going to be on the show. But we'll have some surprises for you. We'll have more details in the coming weeks, but it's going to be a big episode. We'll just say that. It's going to be a pretty big episode. Can't wait for that. 50th 1-year anniversary. And hey, maybe a new theme song, too.
Ooh. Watch out.
Watch out. Speaking of songs, nice little segue. Let's get into songs of the week.
Let's do it.
Songs of the week. I'll start, I guess. I'll start it off. My first song of the week.
I'm an idiot.
Do you want to go? Did you call me an idiot?
No, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you are. It's about time you admit it, stupid fucking jamoke.
You're nothing.
You're nothing. My first song of the week is called Bonjour by an unknown artist by the name of Nas. Yeah, Nas is back,
okay. Yeah.
And his album is produced by the GOAT of
Mr.
hip hop,
West.
Kanye West.
Yep.
I love that Kanye's back, like producing like a lot of shit again.
Yeah.
Like his Good Friday stuff is back. I don't know if it's continuing. I don't know if Nas is the last album of the Good Friday like stuff going forward. But even before Ye, he had 2 albums that he produced that came out. And I can't put a finger on who they were by, but Kanye had 2 albums he produced, then Ye, then Kid See Ghost, and now Nas.
Yeah.
So this is another week. Friday comes rolling around, Good Friday. Let's see if he has another album coming out. But Bonjour, Nas is back. I love Nas.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with Nas.
My number 5. I got a guilty pleasure with Shawn Mendes. Guy can drop some bangers. A little song called Nervous.
Nervous.
By Shawn Mendes.
Does he sing like, hey, hey, hey?
No, he doesn't. He's
Hey,
just
let's
got
go
some catchiness
to-
to him.
let's go
He's not
to
as
the
big a
store.
douche as Justin Bieber. He's just a chilling dude.
I'm nervous.
I'd punch him.
I think I'm gonna go see. I think I'm gonna go talk to the girl in the corner over there. I'm nervous. So how the song goes?
Yeah.
I'm so nervous. I just peed my pants. I forgot my passport. I'm nervous. TSA is gonna touch my balls.
I just left the situation. Now she's just over there.
I have gonorrhea. I'm nervous. I think that girl has it too. But I don't want to call her. All right.
That's the worst song ever we just made up.
This is easily Songs of the Week has become
Yeah.
a staple for Offended.
It really has.
And like if anything is gonna get offended over, it's Songs of the Week. Songs of the Week is just gonna be like
is. It's getting a huge push right now.
you look at our stats and like, yeah, you got a lot of listeners for like the first like 40 minutes of the show, and it just really tails off. What do you guys do? Well, Songs of the Week ends.
Songs of the week. And we throw in some improv songs.
Yeah, like Passport.
Passport.
What was it? Cut my life into pieces. Is that what you said last week?
It's like, yeah, it was. What the fuck did I say? It was catchy, something like that.
This is my passport.
Check my bags into customs. I lost my passport.
I'm nervous. All right. This
I'm
next,
What the fuck? What's your next song?
I'm gonna play it for you. All right, this is a cover. It's a Spotify singles, Spotify sessions. It's a cover of a very, very popular, well-known song. A very well-known song. Okay. I want to play it because it sounds nothing like the original. I want to see if you can guess what it is. I'm going to pause it before the chorus. I want to see if you can guess what it is. Oh, yeah, and listeners, play along. Tell your radio, like, hey, I know that. If you get it right, bonus points. Well, a little radio high five. All right, here.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you're broke, your love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. And when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or your week.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah, it's Friends.
Wow, yeah, it is Friends. Yes, it is.
Well, I'll be there for you.
Nice.
I like it.
I like it too. It's like really good.
It could be a little wedding song for somebody.
That's hilarious. Somebody I talked to today was like, I think I'm going to walk down the aisle to that song. Spoiler alert, it was Naked.
Well, you
Lady.
can't.
But
I'm not going.
Yeah, but she's like, that was the first thing that she says. Like, this could be a total wedding song.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Who sings
so that's
that?
by Maisie Peters. Maisie Peters. Never heard of her.
Huh.
Yeah, but I was like, damn, this is the Friends.
She
theme
sounds like
song.
the chick from Mr. Wives.
She does. Ooh, is that who that is?
No, because I just looked her up the other day because they're going to Lou Fest, and I might go just for her. One, I like the band.
I think
Two,
that is her.
She's just like a...
I've met her, actually.
She looks like a little fireball of fun.
I met her.
Did you?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
cool?
Actually, I have proof. I have picture proof. I met Mr. Wives when they opened for the band Bleachers at the
Oh,
Ready
yeah.
Room, and yeah, I talked to the whole band that night, and they were really cool. It was before they were kind of big, and I was actually spitballing with them like ideas for like music videos and stuff, and they gave me their contact info. But then like 2 weeks, I'm not even shitting you, like 2-3 weeks later, they signed like a huge record deal, like a big fucking record deal. I'm like, well, there goes my chance. Like, that was my shot. But
No,
yeah,
that's not her.
all of them were cool. It's not her?
No.
It does sound like her. And her name is Maisie, isn't it?
It's Amanda Lee Duffy.
Amanda. Yeah, that's it.
Amanda.
But yeah,
Coke.
Maisie Peters, I'll Be There For You. The cover of the Friends theme song is my fourth song.
I like that.
My number 4.
I like that.
Well, my number 2.
Oh, she spells her name weird. Not with a Z.
No, Maisie. Maisie.
But she's kind of got the Mr. Wives vibe to her.
Yeah, like her voice. I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour.
All right.
The only thing I don't like about the cover, you don't get the...
What if that was just thrown in there? For some reason I feel like Dan said this song last week, but I may be wrong.
What is it?
I know he said the band Enemies by
Shinedown?
by Low.
No,
Law.
I don't think he did.
LAUV, the band that I can't say. I think he said a different song by him.
I said Lav. Lavi.
Yeah.
Love. How pronounce it?
Lau.
I said a song by them like a few weeks ago.
It was like 2 weeks ago. But it wasn't Enemies, was it?
No, it was I Like Me Better.
Ah, yeah. This one's Enemies. Good song.
They're good. They're really good. Them and Lanny, is that however you pronounce their name? Another like band that's kind of just like them with the same kind of feel, the little alternative. It's like a mix of like indie alternative with like pop like mixed in. They're really good. I really dig that style. My third song is a band called Young the Giant. They're back.
Wow.
They're back. Simplify. They have a brand new song. It actually sounds like kind of like a 90s like alternative feel to it. Yeah, I really dig them. Really dig Young the Giant. They haven't put out an album that I don't like. I really like them a lot.
I haven't
seen them live
really dug
twice.
into them, but like I know I like whatever songs are kind of popular by them at the time.
They're a fun band to see live too. I think the guy has a pretty cool voice. He wears the tightest fucking jeans I've ever seen though. It's like, dude, you can stop that.
Knock it off.
Knock it off. I just remember like remember when I saw them live, I'm sitting on the balcony at the pageant, and they came on, and I looked over, and I went with my friend Mary, and Mary's like, "Are his pants really tight?" I'm like, I was thinking the same thing. Like,
I can't enjoy
I was
the
like,
show until
I'm
his
wearing,
pants
I'm like,
change.
I'm wearing skinny jeans, but those things are just like, bro, you look like you're
Fucking
losing
leggings.
suffocation. Yeah, like, it was bad. But hey, maybe he changed his style. That was like 5 or 6 years ago. So.
Just wearing like dressed like Fred Durst.
Speaking of Mary, she was the one I was with when we met Mr. Wives.
Oh,
Yeah, she's my concert buddy.
how about that? All right, my
How about that?
my
Wow!
my third song
Holy shit!
is a little it's a little trap rap. Song called "Big Facts" by a guy named Moneybag with 2 G's. It's got like Amigos. I just like the beat.
There you go.
It just gets me. Makes you like. It's that song you listen to on the way to your job that you don't sell drugs at. To quote a meme.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. It's my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody gives a shit about that.
Well.
Oh,
some
by the
people
way,
do.
I am going to say this real quick. And I don't care if anybody gets offended by this. XXXTentacion is a piece of shit of a human being. Nobody deserves to die.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody deserves to get murdered. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves to get shot. But all these people are like, man, we lost like a good one. I'm like, this dude has 7 like domestic violence charges against him. He's waiting trial for one of them. Go look up what he did to his pregnant girlfriend. Right. Like she lost sight in her left eye after how badly he beat her up. He was also involved in like multiple drug charges. Yeah. He started like a couple riots like in Los Angeles, and that's why they started rioting when like during like his I forget, somebody threw like a thing for him like in Los Angeles like the other day, and they started a riot. And it's like, this is what he did like at a concert one time. Dude was an idiot. Like he was a terrible human being. Yeah. Like of all the things, he promoted suicide and like racism in his music videos. Like he said both of those things are okay. Like it's like, dude, like I know this is a touchy subject to some, but it's like, fuck the guy. Yeah. He doesn't deserve to die, though. He doesn't deserve that. He didn't deserve what happened.
Shitty person.
But he's a very shitty person, and his music sucked. Like, I'm sorry. His music sucked. But it baffles me that all these people, even to all the women out there that are saying, like, oh, we lost a good one. No, you didn't. Stop sticking up for him. Like, I cannot believe, like, the support. You know what? I feel bad for his family. I feel bad for his friends. But him? Fuck you. No. Fuck you. Like, you are a terrible human being. Don't deserve to die, but you deserve to be, like, in a jail cell. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. And all these people who hate Kanye. And it's like, I've never seen Kanye beat up a woman or get involved in a drug scandal or promote suicide like that. Or, you know, fuck that. Fuck you, dumb, stupid idiots.
All right.
All right.
What's your next song?
It's my turn. My next song's from the XXXTentacion.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Actually, my next song is from Kids See Ghosts, Kanye West, Kid Cudi. They are free.
I almost put that one on there.
Ghost Town Part 2.
Almost put that one on there.
Good song. It is a good song.
Good album.
I love that album's just cool with the way they mix. Kanye's produced. You could totally tell they have like some songs, especially like the first like 3 songs, mix Kanye's style.
Yeah.
And with like Cudi's like trippy
they did
ambient
it well.
style. Yeah, they did it very well.
Really
Free is, I think, the perfect example of the way how well they mixed it and meshed it together. And it also reminds me of the song they did. Oh shit! It was like one of the first songs they did together. They got really popular off of Cudi's second album. I keep on running, and nothing works. I can't get away from you. What's the song called?
I don't know.
No. Well, anyways, the guitar and like the drums in that song sound like the guitar and drums in Free. That's what I thought in the old brain up here.
Okay. My number 2 song. A song called Gold Rush by Death Cab for Cutie.
That was my number 1.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, that's Gold Rush. Death Cab's back. Love Death Cab. Cool. All right, what do you guys say about it?
Pretty much, I was going to say they're back.
Yeah.
Didn't realize they were back.
Their last album was beautiful.
Yeah.
I think their last album is my favorite album by them.
Until this one.
Yeah, until this one. This is going to be the greatest of all time. Fuck you, by the way. We'll get into that in a second after the E3 discussion. I got a tiff with you, bitch.
Greatest of all time?
Don't worry, just go. What's your last song? Because mine was Gold Rush by Death Cab, and you stole it, you piece of shit.
Well, then what's your second song?
That was it. It was Free. Yeah, these should be on 5 now. Because my 5th would have been Death Cab.
But you went first.
Yeah. That means that your 5th song is your last. Yeah, because I said Free, and then you said Gold Rush. And I was like, oh, damn, that was my number 1.
I feel like that was your 3rd song.
What?
Oh, no. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, Nas, Maisie Peters, Young the Giant, Kids See Ghosts, Death Cab.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
Never mind. Shut up. Just shut up. My number 1 song is also by Nas.
Oh, okay.
It's called Not For Radio.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Love the beat.
Yeah,
love it. I love the little, like, the female voice that's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that part, man.
That's good.
It's a good album, man. Good 7-song
good.
album, dude.
I like it. And
I finally got the chance to listen to it all today.
Of course you like it. Kanye produced it. So
I like Kanye's producing.
he's the GOAT of producing without a doubt. I don't think anybody can touch his producing skills.
Rick Rubin.
I don't think anybody. He's put out some bad stuff.
But he's also worked with a lot of different.
Oh yeah,
genres.
no, Rick Rubin is a god
across all genres. But yeah, he has put out bad stuff.
Like the stuff he did with Eminem is bad.
Yeah,
like really bad.
Yeah,
like what was it? He mixed. What's the song? Oh man, stroke man.
Oh
stroke. Yeah. I like the beat to that song, I really do, but I do not like Eminem's rapping over it. I've not really liked Eminem these past few years.
The last two albums have been like, there's been like songs on there where I'm like, I like it, but as a whole, it's just like, because the past two albums he's done the same thing where he takes like old songs and like mixes them in there. It's like,
it's like he lost his touch. Like the last really good album he had was it Relapse? Was that the last one, or was it Recovery? What was the one that was like fucking massive that everybody loved? Because that was a really good album.
Recovery, maybe?
I think so.
Something like, with like Rihanna and shit?
Yeah.
It was Recovery.
That album was awesome. The two albums before that sucked, and the two albums that have come after that have sucked, in my opinion. So, yeah, what are you going to do?
But yeah.
Anyway.
Those be my songs.
Those were our songs of the week. It's kind of a bummer of a songs of the week compared to last week.
The 90s ones are going to be good.
Oh, yeah. Next week's episode is going to be stellar. I
feel
feel
like
like
every 90s episode we're going to do 90s throwbacks.
So far for this episode, I feel like this is like an episode of Raw back when like they knew they had a big fucking show coming up, so the previous episode just sucked.
Right.
Even though every time I say the show sucks, it always ends up being like pretty good.
True that.
So I like that mentality, I guess.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Think the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah, exactly. All right, that's just songs of the week. They'll be on our Offender Presents Songs of the Month. Maybe we'll put Death Cab for Cutie on twice.
Just maybe.
Yeah, Offender Presents Songs of the Month will be on Spotify. I need to figure out a way to also get that on other platforms. But then that would require me to pay for other stuff too. Like Apple Music. It's basically just get it on Apple Music.
Yeah. There's nobody who listens to, like, YouTube playlists.
Some do. Some actually do. That's actually not a bad idea.
I know.
It's actually not a bad idea. We could possibly... I feel like that'd be a pain in the ass, though. Because with, like, Apple and Spotify, you can just drag them in.
Yeah.
Maybe. If I can figure out... If somebody has an Apple Music account, hey, make us a playlist and put this stuff on it when I tell you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We'll give you an apple.
A red or a green one.
Yeah, or maybe one of them
buttholes.
Butt apples.
Butt apples. Alright. Well, anyway, those are songs of the week. Alright. Let's go get QWEGG on. Should we get QWEGG?
Let's call up QWEGG.
Let's call him QWEGG. Here we go. Here comes QWEGG. Okay, we now walk him on from... He went to E3. QWEGG. He's here. He went to E3.
Hello, it's me. I'm here.
Hey QWEGG.
How was
Hello.
E3? How was E3?
Hello, can you hear me? It's me. I'm here.
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, good. Good.
How was E3, QWEGG?
E3 was dank.
On a scale of, like, Reggie to OG Kush.
Banana fig.
Alright,
so yeah.
That's pretty high up.
That's pretty up there.
Yeah, it's high up.
That's pretty up there.
It sounds like it is.
You gonna ask something?
I was. Were you gonna ask something?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna... Fuck.
I've got a question.
You caught me off guard. Now I forget my question.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Let's see.
Do you like the Xbox or the PlayStation?
PlayStation.
I'm a PlayStation guy my whole life.
Hey, me too. I didn't even go look at the Xbox, so you're talking to the wrong guy if you want Xbox stuff.
Well,
Good
that's
thing we
the
don't.
last question
Fuck
I was going to
Xbox.
ask. Yeah, fuck a
Yeah.
box.
Fuck a box.
Spider-Man. Do you want to know how that was?
Yes.
I played that. I waited in line for 4 hours and hung out with some 15 and 16-year-old gentlemen who talked about their high schools. I did not tell them that I was actually 30. I don't think they knew either. But I talked to them in my flat bill hat that I had just won. And we were very excited for 4 hours to play Spider-Man. And it was pretty dank.
How was the web slinging in Spider-Man?
Very dank.
Neat.
The combat was kind of like that Batman game from PS3.
Oh.
So I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Arkham Asylum? Is that what you're talking about?
Punch, punch. Kick, swing, throw a web bomb. Epic combo.
Was there any other games that you liked besides... Oh, what about Super Smash? What about Super Smash
yes.
Ultimate?
You had previously heard me mention that I was wearing a flat bill hat.
Yes.
In line. While talking to my new 14 and 15-year-old friends.
Continuity.
This is all true, though.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's continuous. Previous to that, I had made it to the final round in the Smash Brothers competitive tournament and was awarded a flat bill hat. The first in my life. It is now selling for $100.
What was
eBay.
What was the prize?
I'm considering it, but I don't think I'm going to sell it.
What was the prize if you won? 2 flat bill hats?
Medal.
A what?
A gold medal.
I'd take the
Probably
hat.
made of foil. I let the other guy win.
So you could have the
I
hat.
didn't want the gold medal. I was very pleased with my hat. He looked like he would have appreciated the gold medal a little more than I would have.
Was he jubilated with joy?
So I said, "Sir, you win." I said that in my head. I let him get real close.
I said that in my head.
But then he hit me. And I said, "This is it. I'm going to stop playing right now." And then I went off screen. And he got the gold medal, and I walked away proud that I was so selfless.
It was a gentleman's loss. It was a gentleman's loss.
It was.
I mean, he was probably ecstatic, but didn't realize as you were walking away with your new flat bill hat that you had just that little bit of a smirk on your face saying, "I'm the real winner here today."
Well, I'm just saying, because of that flat bill hat, I made 2 new friends that are 14 and 15 years old, keeping me youthful.
You could have sold it to
Without
them.
that hat, I think they would have said, this is a middle-aged man. This is a man approaching the middle of his life.
I want
What is
everybody...
he doing here? What is he doing spending 4 hours here in line to play Spider-Man?
I want
A
everybody...
game about a teenage
who's
boy
going-
swinging.
I want everybody who's going to listen to this episode to listen to this part and then go back and read the tweets of QWEGG at E3 and then just,
Like, share,
just hear it,
subscribe.
hear it in his voice, because this is totally matching the tweets perfectly. I think you said Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken, I think you said Spider-Man was neat.
Yeah.
It was. I've upgraded that to dank now, though,
It's a tank.
upon further reflection.
So should I go buy it if it comes out,
I
or
haven't
when it comes
taken
out?
off my flat bill hat one time. Now I say things like that. Because of all the youths
Youths.
that come up and talk to me and educate me.
Were there any other games besides Super Smash and Spider-Man that really stood out to you?
Like, what were your top 3 favorite games?
Super Smash Brothers, Spider-Man, and then Mega Man.
They're making a new Mega Man?
A very brand new Mega Man.
Ooh. Does it look like old Mega Man, or is it like
No, but it
update?
feels like old Mega Man.
Ooh.
It looks like a cartoon that would have been on Channel 11 at 1 p.m. on a Saturday.
The WB.
So it's a little much
Would that
for
be-
my sensibilities.
Would that be after Freakazoid or before Freakazoid?
But it still feels good. Definitely after Freakazoid. Whatever the like anime show after Freakazoid would have have been. I guess Dragon Ball.
Animaniacs?
No, anime.
Oh.
Jim. Anime.
Jim.
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh. Well.
I could just go off on a
Cartoon
list,
porn.
but I'm not going to. That's hentai. I don't know anything about that.
Sorry, my bad. My bad, QWEGG. My bad. Alright, so...
I once had a friend who was into it. He had a picture of Ariel that was very inappropriate from The Little Mermaid.
Well, with all that said, let's get down to the big thing, the big E3 event that you went and saw. Kenny Omega and the Elite versus the New Day and
Yes,
Street
the reason
Fighter.
for me being there,
How was that? What was the atmosphere like?
in one word,
Dank.
I would call it very dank.
That's 2 words.
No, it isn't. Look it up.
So, was the crowd more pro Elite?
I was almost late because I was standing in line to play Smash Brothers for the 4th time.
Smash Brothers is that good?
There was 5 minutes, I think so. There was 5 minutes for me to get all the way across the giant hall, and I did just in time to see Kenny Omega beat Xavier Woods up digitally as Cody, ironically.
Yeah. It looks like Cody, too.
That's some subliminal messaging there.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think it was
I don't
rigged?
think it's related to Cody Rhodes. I would have to ask my brother Marcus. He's far more into the wrestling than I am, but he was gracious enough to let me go.
Yeah, Marcus was on an episode post SummerSlam.
But I know those video game guys, Kenny Omega, the Elite, and the New Day, and their channel Up, Up, Down, Down, and being the Elite. They were bantering. The host was super kicked. They ate hot peppers. And they threw up all over themselves.
So,
on stage. There was a security guard yelling the whole time. The people were blocking the walkway. People were blocking the walkway. It was very popular.
do you think that was
There
one
were
of the more...
almost riots.
Was that one of the more popular things of E3?
As far as those event types go, yes. Because it was like this, the entertaining thing where people are barfing and getting super kicked and insulting each other in cartoon accents, or getting an autograph for your Monster Hunter game or something from the game developer. And let's be real, game developers, for the most part, are not very charismatic.
No.
Hideo Kojima is not to be confused with Hideo Itami, the wrestler man.
Kenta.
Yes, he should be called that, I'm told.
When you brought up the charismatic thing, I was like purposely staring at you, and then I realized this isn't a video show.
When he said that, I was just thinking, I don't know, man. Those guys in Grandma's Boy are pretty charismatic.
You're not wrong.
Thank you.
That is an Adam Sandler production, one that he stayed out of. I think I'd like it less if he would have stuck his face into it. But I enjoy it. It came out during a drought of Adam Sandler Garbo movies. And I thought, this is going to be Garbo. But then I found myself laughing. For an hour and a half straight, just laughing.
So, of everything on E3, what was your favorite thing?
I mean, bumping into Big E Langston while he's eating his Chicky 10-10s was pretty top of the line. Made everybody I know jealous.
How was that? How was meeting the New Day? Were they cool?
They were extremely cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So,
Kofi had very fashionable pants on.
I
was wearing a Street Fighter shirt, but they did not notice.
I'm surprised Xavier didn't notice.
I'm not. Some 30-year-old man in a flat bill hat comes up to him at a gaming convention. He probably wants him to get away as quickly as possible.
Yeah, probably.
And I was aware of this, but I still interrupted their meal and took selfies with them anyway.
How come you didn't take a picture with all of them at once?
That's a great question, Jim. That's a great question.
I'm just
I
curious.
had already asked Big E for one.
Oh. Okay.
And then it was either I have to get Big E to do two, and then I have one bonus Big E pick, or I take 3 individual photos. So by the time I had taken the Big E photo, I was faced with that crossroads.
Cody Rhodes.
Not to be confused with what I'm told is the finishing maneuver of Kenny Omega's upcoming opponent at NJPW Cow Palace, where the leader of the Bullet Club faction is on the line. I am told my brother will be there as well. Don't remember where I was going. With that one, they can't all be singers.
Well, would you go back again?
Yes, except, as I mentioned, my flat bill hat is being sold online for $100.
Ooh.
I would have gotten 10 flat bill hats and made $1,000.
What the fuck's
Math.
on the hat? Did you say already?
It just says Super Smash Brothers in black. Very gangster,
Nice.
I'm told.
Nice. Well, QWEGG.
Just go all around and get all the swag, then sell it on eBay and become a $1,000 man. Thanks for having me.
I like that
Todd.
idea. You're welcome, QWEGG.
I look forward to every episode in the future.
Thank you. Thanks for
that you-
coming
that
on.
you
Thanks,
make.
QWEGG.
I'm glad you had a good time, QWEGG.
Jim, it was great talking to you as well.
Superb.
You asked some very hard-hitting questions.
That's
Kept
somebody's
me
got
on my
to do it.
toes.
Somebody's got to do it.
This was a breathtaking
Yeah.
interview. We'll definitely have you back on again, and that's a promise.
See you next year. I'll probably be streaming
Twitch?
for the rest of the year. Probably on Twitch, just streaming.
Where can we find you on Twitch?
My gamer tag is Ultimo Fatty. With an F, not a PH.
Not
Although if PlayStation would allow me to change it, I would change it to a PH.
like Little Kim. 'Cause she's fat.
Fat Farm is a brand of clothing. I know that. And very cool people wear it.
Well, QWEGG,
So I think I would fit right in my flat bill hat.
thank you for
See you
coming on,
later.
QWEGG. Thank you.
All right. See you, QWEGG.
See you next year.
See you next year, QWEGG. Bye, QWEGG.
We done?
That was an interesting interview with QWEGG.
It was.
Huh.
It's kind of... It's a little uppity.
I like it. I love QWEGG. Huh. That last song that I just played, our intro to the show and our intro back from when we do something else, that voice sounds oddly familiar after hearing the interview.
Yeah.
Huh. Huh. Anyway, hey, I'm gonna call Nicolay. Let's see what's up with her.
Right.
It's a Knobs.
Brian Knobs.
Nasty boy. Alright, let's see if she picks up. I have a tiff with Nicolay and with you, actually. Let's see if she picks up. You better fucking pick up. You better pick up. Pick up the cellular device. Pick up. Katie! Naked lady!
Wow.
Wow. You know what? We'll try again in a little bit. Because I don't want to give away what I want to say to her. I want everybody's opinion on this. But anyway, moving on. Let's just go to what I was talking about earlier. I said I had a little tiff with you, Jimmy.
Is it getting your nostrils yet?
James. Last week was one of the greatest soccer games I've ever seen in my life. Football games. Spain's Portugal. And speaking of World Cup so far, has actually been pretty exciting.
The best World Cup we've ever seen.
It's been pretty exciting. I want to go that far. The one from Germany or South Africa, those were two really good World Cups. But so far, this one's been pretty good. But no, I just recognize greatness when greatness is upon us. And greatness was upon us was when Spain and Portugal played each other, and it was amazing. I don't appreciate you calling me Dave Meltzer, saying everything's great, because fuck Dave, by the way.
Best game I've ever seen.
Did you watch the game?
Best game ever. No, I don't watch the World Cup.
No, I watched baseball.
I'll go to the bar if I want to watch people fall over for no reason.
But they weren't doing that game. That game was like very hard played. There was back and forth, goals. Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT, scoring a hat trick.
So pretty.
It was. It was one of the greatest soccer games I've ever seen. It really was.
Best game ever.
You know what? Sorry, I recognize something that's really good, and I hope that when people say that I thought it was really good, that they go watch it.
Best game ever. It was the best game ever. Oh my god! It was the best game ever.
My name's Jim, and
you might as well just pin that on your Twitter. Today was the best soccer game I've ever watched.
You might as well pin on your Twitter that I like wiffle ball, and I'll post the same fucking video of my catch from a ball boy from 3 fucking years ago. That
people love it.
A 2-grader could have
been a 2-grader. You uneducated idiot.
I would say like T-baller, but it came out.
When I was in the 3rd grade, I watched the best match ever.
I was so smart. I took the 9th grade twice.
Homestar Runner. That's who you are. You're Homestar Runner. Have you seen Homestar Runner?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well,
good
he's
joke.
An idiot.
That failed. Fucking jamoke.
Was that a 2-grade joke for you?
No, it was
it
was a 1-grade joke.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I feel like a lot of people liked my comment more than the one you said about me making a catch. Because I could post that video weekly, and people are still going to like it.
I did chuckle when you posted that, I'm not going to lie. For those who don't know, Jim made a status and tagged me, and it's like, what's the over-under 10 for how many times that Todd's going to post something and say it's the greatest ever?
I knew you'd laugh. Go, God damn it!
I know. When I said that, I showed Dan that, and Dan's like, "He got you." I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah, fuck, he did. I guess I'll just dig into my bag of jokes on Jim and hey, remember when you made that 2-grade catch?
It was honestly one of those times when somebody gets you with something good and you laugh at it back. You're like, damn it!
And then you just gotta say something. You gotta try.
That was on the same level of the SpongeBob the SpongeBob meme and calling somebody a loser. You just can't come back. Like, it's over. You can try, but you're going to fail.
Do you remember when I posted that video before the baseball season started and old Barstool hater girl commented something like, so how many times are you going to post this? And then I just tore her down.
Yeah, and I liked it.
And everybody liked it.
And then literally 2 weeks ago he posted the same video again. It's like, God damn.
And then she proceeded to at the bar be like, why are you like me? And I was like, you're the one trying to make me look dumb. She goes, well, you made me look dumb. I was like, well,
because you are dumb.
If you're gonna try to make me, if you try to make somebody look dumb, and then they get you back worse,
yeah,
you can't be mad. Like, oh
God, I hate people that they'll give you shit, but if you give it back to them and they get angry, like, oh, I hate them so much.
It's like, really? You're just Max, I one-upped you?
I hate
because I made a 7-star status and you made a 1-star comment.
I used to work with somebody like that was just like, they would give you shit and you say something back and it's like, it's the end of the world to them. It's like, oh my God.
Okay, dude, calm down.
What the fuck? Do you want to fight about it? I'm like,
no,
I don't. Do you want to fight about it, bitch? Pussy. But anyway, World Cup has been pretty good so far. I do see. As of right now, I see either Portugal or England coming out with the win. I would want both those teams to win if I had to pick between the two teams. England's a really young team.
What does this thing last, like a month?
Yep.
Okay.
July 15th is the last game.
Oh, I'll be out of town, so I won't see you.
I'll be out of town, boys. Okay, bye.
You fucking Warner Bros. Looney Tunes motherfucker.
That's all, folks.
The best game ever. Excuse me, Mr. Jordans. Mr. Jordans, sir.
Can I have your John Hancock, please?
Can I have your John Hancock, please?
Piss off, Lou. This is
Okay.
Doubtfire. 90s next week.
Tune in.
Tune in.
All right.
Yeah.
One who knew me.
All right. Moving on. There's a rumor going around that since the recent success of last week's E3 battle between New Day and the Elite, is that Triple H is trying very hard to have New Japan, to have some sort of crossover with New Japan and WWE. I am all for it. Because I agree, we were talking about it before. What's up, Emo? We were talking about it before we started recording. We don't want to see WWE buy out the competition again because it just creates boring content. And like you don't have your alternative to when WWE, like how it is now, is bad. And thank God we have the alternative of New Japan and Ring of Honor to go watch, you know?
Yep.
So I am all for it. And it seems like something is brewing. On the ending of Being the Elite this past week, they kind of tease a New Day Elite match. And normally when they do it on the Elite, it comes to fruition at some point.
That's true.
It takes a while, but it comes to fruition. I honestly fully believe that we will see an Elite New Day match in the next year. Yeah, that's a prediction. I think we will see a New Day Elite match within the next year.
As a cross-platform or as in the WWE?
I'm not going to specify that.
Okay.
Because I actually firmly believe... a few weeks ago when we had JCD on, we were kind of all set on Kenny Omega going to WWE in January. As JCD said, this was his bucket list year. That's why I was like, oh, he's winning the title. Like, now, like, you made it that clear. I'm like, he's winning the title. Ding, ding, ding. Right?
Wow, you guys can't see it, but he really got into that one.
Yeah, I did an eye roll on that one. But,
best Todd ever.
But we were kind of contemplating between the Young Bucks, and I was like leaning more towards I think the Young Bucks are going with Kenny. And now more than ever, I totally think the Young Bucks are definitely going with Kenny Omega in January. I think all three of them will come over to WWE, and I think they'll be on SmackDown. I think you have to put those three on SmackDown if they're going to be on Fox. Yeah. Like, you want Fox wants, the more adult TV show, you gotta put the Elite on there.
Yep.
And if they did the trademark, WWE has the trademark for NWO, put the Elite on there, it all fits. Everything comes full circle for all those wrestlers involved with Bullet Club. If they do, this is the only time that the new like whatever faction, like anytime they do like the New Rockers, the new new Nation Down, it never works. No. This is the only time I can see it working. Is new NWO. Because all those wrestlers finally come full circle. Because Bullet Club is the NWO. Let's be honest.
Well,
it's
because
the
they
NWO.
do their own thing. It wouldn't be like when they with fucking.
Because they already do the 2-Suite. They do everything.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like when they try to remake Demolition with Ascension. Mm-hmm. I get that right? Yeah, Demolition, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, look who we have. No, they're the Ascension. It's like, no, the fuck they're not.
Yeah, no.
This will be like, it'll be their thing.
Exactly. So I'm excited. And like I said, I think we will see New Japan versus WWE in some capacity. And I could totally see WWE doing it. Oh, Naked Lady.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Thanks for calling me back. Thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Am I on the air?
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay, I'm live. Okay. Naked Lady is live.
Naked Lady is live. Okay, so before... Hold on, Naked Lady, 1 second. All I was going to say is that... fuck it, I forgot it. So, okay, Naked Lady... I have a little beef with you, and it comes from today. From when we got a beer.
I can't help that I didn't have a good childhood.
She has admitted to not seeing the first Home Alone, but she likes Home Alone Part 4.
Home Alone 4 is the best. Home Alone 4 is awesome with the kid with the brown hair.
Yeah, of course it's the best when you haven't watched the other ones.
That's very good.
Like,
4 is just the best.
Home Alone 4. She said Part 4, the one that went straight to DVD.
Just tell me Sandlot 3's the best Sandlot. Like,
tell me that Slapshot 2 is better than 1.
Yeah.
Tell me that.
I hate all of you.
Tell me that American Pie, the one that went straight to DVD after the first 3 came out, is better than all those too.
Why would you haven't watched any? You didn't even watch the first one?
I mean, I knew what it was about. I knew it was like with the blonde kid that like I forget his name.
Macaulay fucking Culkin?
God.
Yeah,
he's all in.
I hate you.
You'll probably meet him at StarCast, you asshole.
Well, the brunette kid in Home Alone 4 was awesome.
No, he was not. Nobody knows who he is.
Absolutely ridiculous. This is asinine.
That's like, you're like saying that Marty Jannetty's better than Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Of course you don't.
That's like saying Roman Reigns the best wrestler out of the Shield.
I don't even want you to watch. You don't even deserve to watch the first Home Alone. That's how ridiculous that is.
That's like saying that you like the Jinder Mahal Roman Reigns storyline right now.
Yeah. God.
But it would be good if you guys weren't so hating on Jinder Mahal and Roman Reigns.
Oh my God!
No,
don't
change the subject. Do not change the subject. This is ridiculous. Home Alone.
Honestly, if you were here right now, oh my God,
bitch slapping.
Would you punch me in the face?
Yes.
No, because I don't support that. But I'd kick you in the face.
I'd kick you in the cooter.
I'm not gonna do that
right
because of relations in this little world we have. But God, I hate you.
The sweet chin music, you're getting a sweet cooter music.
Home Alone 4 is the best ever. What about the other ones? I haven't seen them.
What's the blonde kid's name?
The kid.
And the first two that sucked, but Home Alone 4 was awesome. Thank you.
What's that kid in Home Alone? The blonde kid, Zach Morris? Yeah.
Jesus.
Idiot.
What about Justin Bieber? He could have been Justin Bieber.
Hear that silence? Because nobody agrees.
Is it time for me to go?
I just want you to hang up on her. Honestly, if you had a flip phone, I'd slam it shut.
I just cannot.
Not hang up at me. Don't do it.
How come?
I was just dumbfounded by the fact that you said Home Alone 4 is your favorite, and then you said I haven't seen the first one. What is the matter
How do you
with
have a favorite?
I used to own Home Alone 4, and that's what we used to watch.
Why? Okay? Because it was $2 at Blockbuster?
Probably.
That's like... I can't even...
That's like saying the Three Ninjas with Hulk Hogan's the best one. Because it went straight to DVD.
Or like being colorblind and being like, yeah, black and white's my favorite color. Because you haven't seen any good colors. Like...
You know, Jim... Don't hate on other people's taste, okay?
I'm hating too. That's
not
horrible.
even a taste. Like, you have no taste buds. Gone.
I cannot believe that. I'm dumbfounded. I'm completely dumbfounded.
Alright, have you guys ever seen Home Alone 4?
I'm so... No.
Have you? Yes or no?
Yeah, no. I have, actually.
I have not.
I have, and it's bad. It's horrible. It's dog shit.
It's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's a good movie.
It's the worst movie ever.
Not the worst. I would rather watch movies.
I would rather watch Triple H's Chaperone than that movie.
Yeah,
because that went straight to DVD too.
Chaperone's not a horrible movie though. I will admit.
12 Rounds.
God,
with Dean Ambrose.
Have you guys seen the other ones? Have you? That's it.
What happens in the fourth one? Actually, what happens in the fourth one? Explain.
Well, there's a little kid, and he gets left home by himself.
Obviously,
and he has to create little traps for his. Nemesis burglars trying to get in the house.
So you're describing the first one. So they remade the first one, just shittier.
But it was actually really cool. So
you don't know if it's shittier because you haven't seen any of them.
Who were the burglars in the one you're describing? Actually,
not Marty and the other guy.
It's Marvin. Idiot. Marty is Back to the Future and Rick and Morty. Okay, so wait, what did the burglars? How many burglars were there? Were there 3 or 4?
There's 2.
Oh my God, they just remade the first one.
No, there's 4. You're right. There's 4. There's a woman in there.
You know what, Nicoladia? I have something to tell you. You're actually describing Home Alone 3.
Well, I never saw that one either. So.
No, what you think it's 4. What you were describing is 3. I was piecing it together when we were at the bar. There's only 4, and the brown-haired kid is actually in the 3rd one. You're totally.
I've only seen Home Alone 4.
No, you've seen 3. I'm telling you.
I'll send you a video clip.
Okay, and I'll be here to tell you that it's 3.
Okay, because you're always wrong.
Actually,
so
the 3rd one did go to the theaters. 3rd one's okay. 3rd one is okay, but it's nowhere near as good as the first 2.
Maybe it's Home Alone 3.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
I was
Goodbye,
piecing it.
Hold on,
Don't hang up on me! Don't you hang up on me!
In Home Alone 4, the kid does have brown hair as well.
So it could be 4 or 3. It's got a blue VHS covering.
Yeah, so does Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Blockbuster is dead.
See, oh my god, I'm piecing it together. You had the case for Home Alone 4, but it was actually Home Alone 3 because somebody mixed it up at Blockbuster. Oh my god, issue solved. But you still haven't seen the first one.
Home Alone 4 with 4 burglars with like a techie guy.
Yeah, that's the 3rd one. That's the 3rd one.
No, it's the 4th one too.
No, that is the 3rd one.
Oh my god, I'm not going to argue with you anymore.
Do they jump on like a frozen pool or like a trampoline and it goes into a pool?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's the 3rd one.
Or the 4th one.
No, you are so wrong. You're driving me nuts.
So is the 3rd one as good as the first 2?
No, not even.
I don't know, man.
Tell your dad to stop yelling at the dogs. We're talking to you on the air right now.
I told him I had to go back in the back room.
God.
Everybody's yelling.
Yeah.
Jay almost ate the window replacement.
Nobody knows who
today.
Jay is, okay? It's a dog.
He's a vicious dog that we have. He almost ate the window replacement
I love
man.
Jay. Jay's awesome. He's retarded, but I love him.
I know. It's okay.
But hey,
he knows
Home Alone 1. Home Alone 1.
Home Alone 3/4.
You know what? Everybody may have liked you.
Vote.
People may have liked you.
We should do a vote. Let's do a vote.
Do you really want to embarrass yourself like that?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. If Home Alone 3/4
it's just 3.
gets 25% of the votes, you have to take me to dinner.
I bet you I will. Okay, I'll do you one better. I bet it doesn't even get 5% of the votes.
And then I have to take you to dinner if it's 5 or less.
Well, I get dinner too.
Jim gets to come either way.
At Larry's, you have to take me. You have to take me to dinner at Larry's.
Sure.
Larry Flint's Hustler Club. She said, "Sure." Yep, it's a strip club.
They have good lunch though,
and fried chicken,
and ass.
buffet.
I mean, I like boobs, so it's okay. Ew, I don't like that sound though.
All right. Bye. We're leaving you.
Bye, dummy.
Bye,
dummy.
Bye, Stoutsy. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, she was nice to me.
I know. Why is she nice to you?
I know. Hang up on her.
Yeah, that's what I was calling her because she said Home Alone 4.
She doesn't even have the right movie.
Yeah,
just invalid all.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. When she was describing it to me earlier, I'm like, "This is 3. It's not even 4."
I don't even think I watched 3 and 4. I think it was like 1 and 2.
3's okay. 3 is okay. I will say 3's okay.
3's a company.
Come and knock on your door.
We got a passport for you. Well, you'll have 1 flight and 1 stop, and then you'll get there at noon. Yeah. It was a dud. It was good, though. Rhymed. Okay.
All right. Review time. NXT TakeOver Chicago 2. What a show. What a show.
Yeah, I only watched 2 of the matches so far, but...
Velveteen Dream, Ricochet, phenomenal. Great match. Velveteen Dream coming out dressed up like Hulk Hogan and doing Hulk Hogan's mannerisms. But what I liked about it, the little tidbit in it, is that he's wearing these trunks there.
Timbits?
Tidbit?
Oh.
Tidbit? The little Easter egg that nobody caught. Is that because everybody's focusing on him impersonating Hulk Hogan. His trunks, though, are ripping off Ricochet's Prince Puma gimmick in Lucha Underground. Because it looks identical to like his trunks or his like tights in Lucha Underground. Nice little, like Toph said, it's the little things. It's the little things. But his mannerisms, he was totally acting like Hogan. What's the biggest Easter egg of all in that match, the first 5 to 10 minutes of the match, move for move, is identical to the Rock and Hogan's match from WrestleMania 18.
I'll have to watch that.
They stop, they look at each other, look in the crowd, just like Hogan do, and the crowd's cheering for both of them. They both walk around doing the, like hulking up. They push each other over. I mean, it's spot on.
Wow.
It's cool.
I need to watch that one.
Women's championship match, it was decent. Shayna Baszler versus Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross needs to be NXT champion. Like, she's like kind of like that. She's that underrated wrestler that nobody really talks about, which people should start talking about 'cause she's good. She's like really good.
Those are good ones though, man, because they're the ones that like they're just they are just so good that like they don't need the corporate push.
Yeah,
they just come naturally.
Yeah, but they come naturally and they're good for NXT, but when you get to the main roster, they're just going to be forgotten about. But the only one that wasn't forgotten about, the one that comes to mind that wasn't forgotten about when she hit the main roster was Alexa Bliss.
Right.
She actually was more successful, and Elias.
I love you, Alexis. Call me.
Alexa and Elias are the two from NXT that kind of were underrated on the show. They didn't really get over really with the crowd, but when they hit the main roster,
it was like, boom.
Yeah. But NXT Championship match was the worst match of the night, in my opinion. Aleister Black, Lars Sullivan. I almost called him Lars Eller, but
I've actually called him that before.
But like Toph said it best the other day too in our group chat, is that Aleister Black kind of has like that 2008 CM Punk champion vibe, where you kind of forgot that he's champion a little bit because the show is completely overshadowed by the entire rest of the roster. The roster on NXT right now is stacked.
Yeah.
And I get they're trying to push Lars like as a monster. I get that, but he's the reason why you kind of forgot about Aleister Black being champ.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't really like the matchup there.
Yeah, no.
I don't like this. I don't see a
Black
story
won.
behind it.
Yeah, Black won. There wasn't really a story. I mean, like, you have so many other people you could use. Fuck, you could have Velveteen Dream going back in a feud with Aleister Black. That'll put that shit on the map. Yeah. Dream, personally, is the one I want to see beat Aleister Black for the title. Like, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You have so many people. Adam Cole, EC3, they didn't even wrestle on the card on TakeOver. Those are two people who could challenge Black for the title. Ricochet, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. I mean, there's so many people. And Lars is kind of like, I think he was just the filler, for the bigger picture. But that was, to me, the worst match of the night. It was still decent, but it was the worst match. The main event. I'm saving the first match on purpose because I think the first match was amazing. The main event, the Chicago Street Fight, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. Again, those guys can just fight forever and you just be entertained. They have one of the best wrestling stories that WWE has produced in years. Like, it's a fucking, like, it reminds me of, like, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Yeah. Like, when they would just keep going at it. They hate each other so much.
Each other,
Like, you bring them to WrestleMania 20, and their hatred for each other gets in the way of that. You forget that Benoit's in the match. Benoit wins the match because of Shawn and Triple H hate each other so much, like, during that match. And Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, they're in that rivalry of them just, like, fucking hating each other. You could bring this to the main roster and do it.
Easily.
And then you can put them back together as a team like DX. It's not going to get that pop like DX, obviously, but, like, you can still put them back together and it'd be great.
It's just, like, I did not expect Johnny to be that violent of a wrestler.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
Just looks-wise, looking as he doesn't look, but, like,
the removing of the mat.
Oh, my God.
The DDT that finished the match on it.
The fucking Attitude Era trash can lid shot to the face.
Oh, my God.
When he came over, that was nothing but the side of his head.
On the steps?
Well, there was that with the chair, but no, he jumped over. Ciampa was up against the steps, and he turned around.
Him.
I think he meant to get a hand up.
I think he meant to get his shoulder, and he missed.
I think
got his
I think like
his
his arm, and oh my God, I was like, holy shit!
So you're talking about that? I'm talking about the spot where Gargano, after the chair spot on the steps, he places Gargano's head on the steps and chucks the fucking trash can at him. Holy shit!
Those guys can go.
They can go.
That's
the table spot towards the end, dude. Great, phenomenal fucking storytelling.
The table spot, I was like, well, nobody's getting up.
Yeah. And when Tommaso won in the crowd shots, I love that Tommaso doesn't have music, too, on top of it.
It's so... I hate it, but that makes me hate him.
Yeah.
So it's...
And Edge and Christian...
Fucking Mark.
Edge and Christian brought up the best point about this rivalry, is that on last week's episode, they talked about how Tommaso Ciampa, how heels in today's day and age are very well cheered by the audience. Yeah. But Tommaso Ciampa is doing such a fucking good job at it that people are actually booing him, and that's a hard thing to do.
It's very hard to be
he's
legit heel.
With everybody who likes him, because everybody likes Tommaso Ciampa. Like, and what Edge said, it made me think of Triple H, like in the 99 through like 2001, like when Triple H, like, everybody loved Triple H, but like at the same time, they booed the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just because you like Johnny so much, or is Tommaso really fucking hitting the stride as a heel? Like, it's working.
Because I think even Edge said, he was like, oh, like, I hate this guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I hate him.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. And then Edge, like, double takes, he goes, well, actually, I do hate him. Just Twitter, I hate him. I really don't like him.
Yeah. Well,
he's not coming on this fucking show.
But, and on the other side of that, too, is that, like, you have a legit good babyface in Johnny.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
He
reminds me of, like, a Daniel Bryan babyface. Yeah. Like, the crowd is genuinely behind Johnny Gargano.
After that match, I was just like, in my head, I was like, who could he go up and work with? And I was like, fucking anybody.
Gargano?
Yeah.
Oh, I think Gargano could be with anybody.
Put up the best matches against Seth, Finn, and them, and then he could also...
Shit, look at his match with Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah.
Which, of course, booking on SmackDown is killing him. Like, what the fuck? Push him. Yep. He wasn't even on the last episode. Was he even on the last episode of SmackDown?
I couldn't tell you.
No, Sanity finally debuted on SmackDown, but it's like, Sanity should have debuted when you least expected. Like, because they bring in chaos. Right. Like, they're supposed to be like the crazy group. And yet, but they're going to debut in a scheduled match against the Usos. It's like, the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Just debut them randomly.
Yep. But yeah, then I was like, Johnny could also go up and, like, if he were to feud with Roman Reigns, bigger guy, tougher guy, the big dog, I was like, he could take a ass whooping from Reigns.
Yeah.
As a baby face and fucking, and then give it right back.
I want to see 2 dream matches. Well, 3. Actually, fuck it. I have 4 matches I want to see Johnny. I want to have 4 matches I want to see Johnny Gargano wrestle in. Make it 5.
Okay.
Finn Balor.
Okay.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh yeah.
AJ Styles.
Oh yeah.
Seth Rollins and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Those
are like matches I want to see Johnny Gargano wrestle in like now.
Yeah. Ooh.
And actually do a feud. Don't like waste the match like on a Raw and SmackDown.
I'd like to see him and Kenny Omega fight.
Ooh. Or Okada.
Ooh.
Ricochet.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ricochet would be a fucking phenomenal man. Ooh, Jeezy. Ooh. Or his wife, because they wrestled each other constantly on the indies, and it was awesome. Yeah. And they make his wife look so weak. It's like, Candice LeRae took a fucking super kick from the Young Bucks with thumbtacks on the bottom of it. Jeez. And they make her look so weak in WWE. I hate the fucking that women can't wrestle men dynamic in WWE right now.
So do I.
It's like, let them go. Like, look at Lucha Underground. They're letting them fucking wrestle each other, and they put on great matches.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like
it. I don't want to get into it, but I think we both know, in a sense, why they don't let women and men fight, blah, blah. But yeah. Dude, that match, Jesus.
Yep. Good match. But honestly, personally, in my opinion, match of the night was the opening match of TakeOver. The NXT Tag Team titles, Undisputed Era versus Danny Burch and Oney Larkin. That was one of the stiffest matches I've ever seen, like, in a long time on WWE.
Stiffest, most nonstop.
It was nonstop.
16, 17 minutes of fucking...
It was nonstop.
No.
The pace does not let up, at all in that match. How about the bump that Oney took off the top rope onto the side of the apron?
No, thank you.
Oh,
no, thank
fuck.
you. It looks like he caught a lot of his back on the flat part, but that's still like, oh my... And if he were to not botch it, but miss by just like...
A little bit?
Oh my God.
Lands on his neck on like the side of the apron. Dude, I've bumped on the side of the apron. It's no joke. It's fucking metal on the side, man.
God. That was horrible.
And I don't know with the new LED boards that they put over there. I don't know if it gives them like a little more padding on it now. I don't know if they put padding on top of it.
It might be less give.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, God damn, that bump is hard to watch. And they showed the replay from the other angle. It's like, how does his back not break?
Yeah.
Like, when he hits that. I don't get it. But that match, oh, man. Undisputed Era is over as fuck.
Yeah.
Not just Adam Cole. The entire fucking stable is over as fuck. I'm sure Adam Cole has a lot to do with it, but Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, even fucking Bobby Fish. Even I know he's injured, but it's like even before he got injured, he was over. Like they were all.
Those
over.
guys come out and you're just like, those guys are cool.
Yeah,
like
fuck yeah.
They have like that Hardy's cool effect to them. Where you're just like, those guys are fucking.
And it's like I want to see if they do the new NWO and they bring up like the Undisputed Era. If they do like Bullet Club like esque, where they take everybody who was part of Bullet Club and put them in the NWO, which was that's what I want to happen.
Yeah.
At first, I was kind of like have Adam Cole break off from them, but now I'm kind of like fuck it, bring them all in,
man.
Yeah, bring them all into the group. Like, I don't want to see those guys split up at all.
No,
like I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, that match was.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. And then like the finishing like sequence. Fucking slaps to O'Reilly's face, and then Strong comes out of nowhere with that knee to Oni, and then they do like the combo together, and then they do another like combo, and it was just like holy shit. Easily match of the night, match of the year candidate, I think without a doubt.
Definitely up there.
That's in my top 5, I think, probably for matches of the year right now.
And that crowd was perfect for it.
If that doesn't get a 5-star match, I'm gonna be mad. If that and the Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano match, I think both those matches are 5 stars.
So you don't get that kind of reaction on Raw.
No,
right
you
now.
don't. The only, like I said, the only person that does is Rollins.
Yeah,
he's the only one.
You said that match could have, like you said about Ciampa's match, that could have been on a main roster.
Oh,
that tag match could be on a main roster.
See, this is what's pissing me off about WWE's booking. This is totally Vince McMahon. You can tell this is Vince McMahon. Why is the phenomenal wrestling in your, I'm doing air quotes, on your minor leagues, why is that wrestling not on your main roster?
Right.
Your NXT should not be outdoing the main roster.
No.
Like, they should not be outdoing it. I get at the beginning, for the first 2 years, let NXT outdo the main roster just to build the brand.
Right.
But the brand is built.
Right.
The main roster should be outdoing NXT by a fucking mile right now. There shouldn't be competition. Right now, in my eyes, New Japan, Ring of Honor, and NXT are the top 3.
Yeah.
Raw and SmackDown don't even come fucking near it.
No. Well, I think the issue is like they're down there in NXT doing this kind of shit over and over, and then they get up, and it's like there's a governor on them.
Yeah. Where's Authors of Pain been?
Yeah, it's like, and then they come up, and it's like, it's almost like they try to like rebrand them. It's like, no, it's just like
keep them the way. Like Ascension when they got called up, why were they rebranded?
Yeah.
Like, they were perfectly fine the way they were in NXT. Why did they come up with face paint? Why did they come up looking like Legion of Doom? Like, why? Why did they come up looking like Demolition? Like, they mixed Demolition and Legion of Doom. Like, why?
It's like, why would you do that?
The Revival. Why is the Revival completely not pushed now? Yeah. They could be the biggest fucking tag team heels on the roster right now, and they don't fucking use them.
Nope.
I don't get it.
It's literally like having a goal scorer in the minor leagues, calling him up and being like, I want you to make passes.
You know, it's almost to me like who's over with the crowd. Vince is like, oh, I don't like them because they're over in NXT. They're not over from my eyes. So he took Alexa Bliss and Elias, who weren't over in NXT, and made them start like, see, I could do it. Like, blah, blah, blah. Why is Finn not in? Why is it taking so long for Finn Balor to just be in a fucking feud?
Yes.
Like, in a feud that stays. Even the one with Bray Wyatt wasn't even right because it's like, you couldn't make up your mind if you wanted to do it. Did you want to put him in a feud here?
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Miz, it should have been Miz and Balor last year in the summer, without a doubt. That should have been the feud.
Definitely.
And they never did it.
Nope.
How has Balor not held the title since like coming back from an injury?
Yeah.
You're telling me you pushed that guy to be your Universal Champion. He was going to be your first Universal Champion.
Yep.
Till apparently Mania was the plan. And you're telling me that when he comes back from injury, you had nothing for him?
Right.
And you still
have
don't?
nothing to slingshot him right back to that spot.
And I get that you want to keep the demon like a rare like occurrence.
Yeah.
How has he not been on television? Yeah. Now, like, I get...
We were expecting to see him at, what, Mania? To win it?
Yeah, and I understand it's like, yo, you want to keep it super rare. And I'm like, just keep it on the big 4 pay-per-views. Just do the fucking Rumble. Shit, you don't have to do the Rumble. Do Mania, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series.
Right.
Like, that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Or unless he's going to lose those matches, then don't put him in the paint. Because you want him to stay undefeated until, like, he's done.
Right.
Like, to lose in the paint, in my opinion. I don't know. It drives me nuts. And then on the Money in the Bank review, I guess.
MITB.
It was a decent pay-per-view. Here's the thing that drives me nuts that I was thinking about. To me, it was the second best pay-per-view of the year. And that's not saying much.
Behind what?
Royal Rumble. I think the Royal Rumble was the best.
Okay.
So Royal Rumble was fun. And it was like,
yeah.
You know, they actually pushed people, like, actually let people win matches who you wanted to see win.
Yeah.
Like, Nakamura. The Women's Rumble was fun.
Yeah.
The Men's Rumble was awesome. The Men's Rumble was probably the best Men's Royal Rumble in years.
Yeah, it really was.
It was
all around.
Yeah. You had the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Styles match was good.
Yep.
The triple threat between Kane, Lesnar, and Strowman was decent, like what you would expect from those three. But the 2 times that they actually punched each other and kneed each other, that was awesome.
Right.
I'm drawing a blank, but I think there was 2 women's matches that were. Oh no, they didn't have. They didn't. The only thing they had was the
Rumble.
Yeah, the Rumble. The tag match was decent, but it was the finish was totally unexpected with the Usos. The way they beat Gable and Benjamin.
Yeah.
It was a good pay-per-view. And I'm like, okay, maybe WWE's going we're gonna jumpstart Elimination Chamber, the women's chamber match.
Naive.
Women's chamber match was awesome. Yeah. After that, the rest of the card was
yep.
Mania was good in spots.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4. I just don't like the 4-hour.
The crowd
format.
was dead.
I don't like the 4-hour format is too long.
Yeah.
Payback or Backlash, whatever it was. Oh, that was that felt like a goddamn
oh shit.
It's like a homework. It felt like
I didn't even watch Backlash.
Oh my god, it was the best part was the Elias segment, and that went 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That was almost too long, but it was still the best part. And you have
the last 2 months I just have not been impressed.
Was there another pay-per-view after Backlash? Or was it just Money in the Bank?
Backlash.
Well, either way. We get the point.
Extreme Rules? No.
That's next. Money in the Bank, though, was solid, but I give all the props in the world to the city of Chicago. They were hot for the entire show.
Really?
And it's god damn. And honestly, there's some matches that I'm if you weren't hot for this, I probably would not give a shit. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't let the crowd dictate the way I watch wrestling. I'm the crowd can make or break a wrestling match. If the crowd's not into it, guarantee you're not going to be as into it as you think that you are.
That tag match on NXT.
Yeah.
The crowd, all of a sudden, the crowd just got so into it, and I was like, fuck yeah.
There's a match from SummerSlam in 2014, maybe? It's the main event's Taker Lesnar. Right before that match, Kevin Owens and Cesaro have a phenomenal match, but the crowd is completely dead.
Yeah.
And it's I started sitting there, I'm damn, this is a really good match, and the crowd's not popping for anything in this match. And it was a solid fucking match. I know it was a filler to the actual main event, but it was damn, this is really good.
Match,
and you don't hear anything about that match. You didn't hear a fucking word about that match. But Money in the Bank, it starts off, I forget what the opening match even was. What was the opening match?
Women's or men's? No,
they didn't. They waited till a little bit in the show for that. Holy shit.
What the fuck was in the match?
I cannot remember.
Sami Zayn, Bobby Lashley?
No, that was second. Ugh. I'm so happy that feud's over. I feel bad. Speaking of Sami Zayn, real quick, just get out of the way. Sami Zayn is out until 2019 with 2 torn rotator cuffs. That sucks.
Yeah.
That, fucking sucks. And it sucks that he had to go out on such a shitty fucking feud.
And what sucks is, dude, he did everything he could to try to, make that feud work. On the mic, I was I'd listen to him be okay, I like that. And then it was here comes Bobby Lashley, who I said was going to fucking suck, but I'm just a smart mark that knows nothing.
Yeah, my sister tied me to a tree. I'm going to smile really awkwardly at the camera while I talk.
I'm just going to dress like a CrossFit jacked guy and show up.
With a headband.
Bludgeon Brothers versus Gallows and Anderson.
That was
the first match.
That was the pre-show, and that was
Daniel
like
Bryan's Big Cass.
That's what it was. Okay, all right. Big Cass's last match with WWE.
What a waste on Bryan.
Yeah. Apparently, for those who don't know, Big Cass got fired. Apparently,
You know
allegedly in front of the entire SmackDown roster, like after a meeting. And they're like, you need to listen to us. If you don't listen to us, and if you have a bad attitude, we're going to, like, we're not going to handle it. Like, we're not going to put up with your shit.
Yeah.
Big Cass allegedly was on there was a European tour earlier this year where he thought he was being pranked, but the door actually malfunctioned and locked on him and he couldn't get out. So he, like, was trying to break down the door, but in the process, like, damaged, like, the bathroom in the bus. And finally broke down the door, where a lot of the wrestlers in the bus apparently were very embarrassed and pissed because they're like, now we can't use the fucking bathroom in privacy. Like, if we have to go take a piss, we can't now. Then apparently the big kicker was when the segment on SmackDown from last month with the little person dressed as Daniel Bryan. And Cass, like, all that Cass was supposed to do was give him a big boot, and that was supposed to be it, and walk away. And he asked Vince McMahon before he went out there, he's like, can I continue to beat him up, like, after that? And Vince said, no, just go out there and do a big boot because we're kind of short on time. Like, you need to just do it and get out because we need to, like, film the rest of the show. Cass goes along on his promo, boots the little guy, and then continues to beat the crap out of him for like 5 minutes. And they're like, they need to go to commercial, they need to do all this. He got, like, apparently screamed at. That's why he tapped out at the next thing. And then apparently there was something else that they're not letting out, that something else happened last week, and that was the final straw. And they're like, get through the match, and he's done.
Wow.
And that was probably the best match that Big Cass has ever put on in his career. Like, that was a decent match. Like, it was honestly a decent match. And honestly, I wish I could say that Cass was the reason for a few parts, but it wasn't. Daniel Bryan carried him throughout the entire match. Like, Bryan literally carried him throughout the entire match.
I don't care. I didn't like Cass anyway.
No, neither did I. Moving on, you got the Bobby Lashley, same. Lashley just kind of squashed him. That's because Sammy was hurt. And he elected to do the match before he gets sent off. That sucks. We're not going to see him to 2018. That sucks.
Yeah.
What was next? Is the women's Money in the Bank?
Seth Rollins, Elias.
That match. That's the match of the night,
really?
Without a doubt. There's no contents. No contents. There's no contest.
No 2 grades.
That was easily the match of the night.
I'm not surprised. I haven't been able to watch it yet, but I'm not surprised.
Crowd was really behind it. The crowd was kind of popping, like, the tag match, like, standing ovation, like, chanting for Elias, like, chanting for Rollins. It was split right down the middle with the crowd. The crowd's fire.
Was there some booing for Elias at all? Like, was there a little bit of heel?
No,
it was just.
There was when Elias said, he's like, who wants to walk with Elias? Everybody cheered for him, and the crowd's cheering. And he said the city's stupid or something, and the crowd starts chanting, "We deserve it." That got me. I was like, "That's fucking awesome."
That guy's money, man.
And Elias, you could tell he's trying not to laugh, like, or smile at it. And he goes, "You know what, Chicago? Since you guys won't let me sing, I'm just not going to sing at all." And he just puts down the mic or puts down the guitar. The crowd boos. Love it. Rollins,
money.
Right at 17 minutes, Rollins wins the match. But yeah, moving on. Great match. Women's Money in the Bank. That surprised me. Was not expecting Alexa to win the match at all.
I don't either.
Was expecting Becky or Natalya.
Are you upset that they're going back with an Alexa push?
No,
or do you
I
think
liked it.
Do you think it's
I loved it.
well?
And the crowd popped their ass off when Alexa won the match. Yeah. Like, she was probably one of the louder pops of the night, aside from, like, Seth Rollins.
Probably because she stood up on the ladder and you got to see that nice little butter.
Next was the worst match of the year. This crowd shit on this match like I've never seen before.
Good, you wanted that though.
Oh, I did, yeah. And like the match was maybe 2 minutes in, they're chanting, "This is boring, or this is awful." Boring.
You know who's better than both of those guys is the Singh brothers, actually.
yeah, the Singh brothers can actually wrestle.
Yeah.
But the chants of that match make that match enjoyable to watch because the chants are hilarious. And some guy tried to put out a beach ball in the match, and you see the crowd looking over, cheering for they pop loudly for the beach ball. The beach ball comes out, and you hear the somebody's coming out. The security guard apparently took the beach ball away immediately, and the crowd starts booing. And I'll give Ginger props on this. The crowd starts booing because they took the beach ball away, but Ginger plays off yeah, it's me. And they start chanting, "We want beach ball," and they start chanting bullshit. Then the crowd starts doing the wave.
Good.
But the cameras are they zoom in on their faces. So you
trying
can't
to not
see
the wave.
Yeah. Oh, it's hilarious. The match was just a shit show.
Zoom in on that.
Roman won, obviously.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Now what?
My favorite moment of the night, aside from the cash-in and the Rollins match, is during the Carmella-Asuka match for the Women's Championship. And you see some guy dressed up like Asuka on the ring apron, distracts Asuka. Asuka's freaked out, takes off the mask, and James motherfucking Ellsworth is back. God, what a week. Cass gets fired. Ellsworth gets re-signed. Let's go. Let's go. Good job, WWE. That's the best thing Vince has done in past 2 years.
And Carmella's doing great without Enzo and Cass.
Yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought that Carmella would have been the one to get as popular and as big as she is?
Surprised she won that match.
I wasn't. I called it last week.
Yeah.
I said, I think Ellsworth is going to return. Bam, happened. Yeah. And I loved it. And the crowd popped their ass off for Ellsworth.
That's awesome.
Love it. And Ellsworth just does this, just looks, smiles, and winks.
Good for him, dude.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah, honestly, so I was telling Naked Lady, I was like, you know what? I'm so happy for this guy.
What a guy to where he knows, hey, I'm not, he's not going to be a heavyweight champion. He might never be a champion. But,
all he wanted to do was just walk out at WrestleMania. That's all he wanted to do. He just wanted to walk out on the entrance.
But he's taking and making it such a huge role. He could end up being I won't say be one of the best managers ever, but,
he's the best, in my opinion, I will say this, he's the best jobber ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Gilbert maybe's up there.
You buy into him being jobbed.
Yeah.
It's not just okay, there's a squash match.
You know what's great? Is that the dude can actually wrestle.
He can.
I've seen
he's got a good
matches,
super kick.
Yeah, I've seen some matches with him, on the indies and stuff. He can wrestle.
Yeah.
The dude can.
He's very well liked around from the indie world and WWE and everything.
Jericho, Jericho and Nakamura apparently love him. Nakamura calls him his best friend because they can go surfing together.
That's awesome.
And Jericho apparently went to bat for Ellsworth when he got fired.
Really?
Yeah. So
good for him, dude.
Yeah, it's good. The next match is my second favorite match of the night. The last man standing match for the WWE Championship. Styles Nakamura actually went 31 minutes long. It was good.
Better than the Mania match?
Yeah. This was their best match, without a doubt. I wanted Nakamura to win. I knew he wasn't going to win, but the last 12 minutes of the match is just holy shit after holy shit. Yeah. Styles does a phenomenal forearm from the ring to the table.
Huh.
Shinsuke does this Kinshasa running on the tables. There's 3 tables. He runs on the first 2 and just dives at Styles sitting down on the table. He does it, and the way he falls off, I'm like, God damn, how is Nakamura not hurt from that? But the botch is hilarious. The chair shot, the accidental chair shot to the head.
You were telling me about that.
Styles he acts like he's going to hit Nakamura over the head with the chair. Nakamura's supposed to low blow him. I guess Naka forgot the spot. Styles kind of hesitates as he's coming down with the chair. He's just fuck it, I guess it's going down. Hits him over the head with the chair. The crowd's kind of oh. And the announcers go quiet for a second to not acknowledge that it happened. Naka basically no-sells it, and they redo the spot, and Naka gets him with the low blow finally. That's great, but Styles with the title. Obviously, Styles is going to be champion since he just got named the cover athlete for WWE 2K19, which good for him. That's what he wanted. There's an interview with him saying that he's done everything there is to do. The last thing he wants to do before he retires is just be on the cover of a WWE video game, and he's got it.
It's tight. Yep. I like I saw a bit of Shinsuke's promo from Tuesday where he's talking to Renee Young, and he's what does he say? He's Plus, the ref no counting Japanese, so I didn't know to get up. I was like, it's so funny.
And then they like, what do you think about Jeff Hardy calling you out? And he's like, I never heard of him.
Yeah, never. Yeah, I'm interested in that feud.
So am I. That's good. Yeah, I like that. And Jeff's back to crazy Jeff. He has the face paint back.
The eye thing, I was confused.
Awesome.
I was confused.
My eyes are open.
It's like, I'm Jeff Hardy. Also, side note, that 24 was awesome.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's fucked up.
A lot of emotions.
Yes, definitely. Ronda Rousey, Nia Jax, Women's Championship, Raw Women's Championship. Ronda is awesome. And I'm so happy they're kind of just like, fuck off, Nia. Except for the next night that you find out Nia's back, like in the picture. But it's like, she was just a bust as a champion. Like, she's not. So what, now she's face again? Like, is she a face now?
She's going to be like Big Show. Flip-flop, 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 flip-flop.
She's not good. Like, no. And Ronda is the whole reason why that match is good. Ronda Rousey is, I will say it. I was scared at first when she came in. I thought she was going to be kind of bad to watch. Mm-hmm. Ronda is awesome. She sells perfectly. Yep. She does everything perfectly.
Probably the weakest part of her game is promos, and I think she's getting better each week. Mm-hmm. It's because she's going to get. I mean, honestly, like, I thought it was going to take a little while for her to put her stamp down, but she's doing it. I mean, you want to watch Raw because Ronda and Seth.
But now she's suspended for 30 days after the coolest opening to Raw in some time.
Yeah.
That was awesome. But, when Alexa cashed in, actually, earlier in the night, I go, Alexa won Money in the Bank. Nia was her friend. I wonder if she's going to cash in tonight to fuck over. I was like, at first I said to Nicolay, I'm like, I bet Ronda wins the title and Alexa cashes in right away. Like, I think that's what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And I saw Alexa coming out, but then when they disqualified Ronda, I'm like, oh shit, Alexa's going to win the title.
Yeah.
And Alexa won the title, which I like. Get the title off Nia. Mm-hmm. Fuck, she's horrible. She's terrible. She's worse than Ronda on the mic.
She really is.
Yeah.
At least Ronda sticks to what she's supposed to be, like, selling. Fucking Nia's like, yeah, and I'm just going to beat you up. But, like, I just love being nice.
That's a really good woo, but can you do this? And she holds the title up. It's like, so stupid. Yeah. Like, yeah, she held the UFC women's title up. Yeah. I think she could kill you, Nia.
Put it down. Isn't the suspension story, isn't she doing, like, a show or something?
She's doing something, yeah. So they had to write her off TV.
Yeah.
Main event. Men's Money in the Bank. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It was just okay. There were some spots here and there. The Kevin Owens falling off the ladder from Strowman. Woo! That was far.
Really?
It's like 20. Dude, it was like... They jumped off like a bigger ladder than what the tall ladder they used in the ring. Like, it was nuts. That and the spot where Strowman just runs through the ladder and breaks the ladder in half with Bobby Roode and Balor holding the title. Or holding the ladder. When he runs through it, Balor looks like he gets fucking smoked. Yeah. Like, Bobby Roode kind of falls backwards, but the way the ladder breaks and, like, jolts backwards, Balor looked like he ate all of it. Like, Balor didn't look like he was selling. Balor looked like he was legitimately launched back.
Right.
Like, yeah. It was awesome. And then, yeah, nothing really big happened in that match other from those two spots. Strowman wins the Money in the Bank, which... I don't mind, because this makes me think that Roman's going to beat Lesnar at SummerSlam and Strowman's going to cash in immediately, which I think that's what's going to happen.
I hope so. I was going to say he cashes in on Brock.
I think WWE is kind of at the point where they're realizing that Roman's just not going to work. Yeah. And I think they want to just get that match in, Roman wins, and Strowman cashes in, like, immediately.
I would
do it in a heartbeat.
100%.
I know, like, a lot of people like when the person holds on to the briefcase, but it makes so much sense for Strowman's character. They'll be like, the first night that Lesnar's on the show, he's going to cash in. Mm-hmm. Like, that makes the most sense.
Well, and it's like, sometimes the storylines they try to carry with the Money in the Bank winners is so bad, because all it is, it's literally 5 to 7 months of, I'm the Money in the Bank winner. Yeah. I'm the Money in the Bank winner.
You want to know how they should book it? Is that Lesnar should not show up until SummerSlam. And that way, like, Braun's like, you're too busy, blah, blah. I will cash in if you're here, but you're not, because you're just a little bitch. Go get these hands! Monster in the Bank!
Braun! I can't run!
But if I was booking WWE, the first night that Lesnar is on Raw, Strowman cashes in and wins.
Yep.
That's what I would do in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Just do it. Just get it over with and do it. Yeah, that's Money in the Bank. Next night on Raw, had that awesome Ronda Rousey segment in the beginning. But what shocked me was what happened right after. The Intercontinental title open challenge. Dolph Ziggler's the new Intercontinental champion. I did not see that coming.
Drew McIntyre out there with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not see that coming.
I didn't.
And it's not like they did a lot to distract Rollins. Like, Ziggler just rolled him up.
Kind of won clean?
He rolled him up the way that... and held the tights to win the match, but that's how Rollins beat Elias the night before. He held the tights to win, and Elias was complaining that he held the tights. So it's like that. But what I love is at the end of the match when Ziggler wins, he starts spinning the title over his head like Rollins, and he walks past Rollins and just holds the title just right in front of his face like, you want this? Well, you can't have it. Rollins gets up to act like he's going to do something. McIntyre comes running in and he's like, no, you're not. Bam. Right into the back of the head. I was like, I love this. Dude, Ziggler and McIntyre are running Raw.
Yep.
I love it.
I like that feud. Hopefully they keep Rollins in the picture.
And now they're calling Baron Corbin Constable Baron Corbin. Corbin wrestles in a suit now.
Yeah, I didn't... Is that...
Stupid.
What are they calling him? Constable?
The Constable Baron Corbin.
Oh, what's Constable mean?
I don't really care. It's stupid.
Like, yeah, I saw them. They cut his hair and whatnot.
What does the lunatic fringe mean? That's stupid, too. Let's call him the lunatic. Why does he have to have fringe at the end? It's stupid. Let's call him the lunatic Dean Ambrose. That's all it needs to be. The lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose.
A peace officer with limited policing authority.
Yeah, duh. Fuck. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's exactly what that means. Because he's working for Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, my God.
So that's why.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, because he's working for Stephanie. Because Stephanie loves him. That's the gimmick right now.
Put the gobbledygook in there. I don't fucking care.
No shit. And then at the end of Raw, it's a tag match with Baron Corbin and Owens versus Strowman and Balor, and Corbin gets the win over Balor. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
they're gonna push that.
Pick what you want to do. Here's another one. It's like, pick what you want to do. Are you gonna push him or not?
Right.
This is now the third time that they're like tried to push Baron Corbin, and like it just keeps going up and down.
Because Corbin's
which one?
Pretty good heel. You can hate him. Like you can legit hate him.
Yeah.
Like want to knock him out. Not that you couldn't.
I've met him,
but yeah.
Corbin was one of the nicest people I've ever met in terms of like wrestling. Like Corbin was honestly one of the nicest people I've ever met. But on this character, yes, you can hate him.
You can hate him. You can 100% hate him.
I don't get it. And then on SmackDown though, I'm so happy. They did a gauntlet match to determine the new number one contender for the WWE Championship, and it's a glorious Rusev Day. Rusev is the number one contender for the WWE Championship. Looked like Bryan was going to get it, and then the Bludgeon Brothers screwed over Daniel Bryan. I'm kind of interested to see where they're going to go with that. Like, why are they attacking Bryan? Yeah, and then Miz came running out, and Miz pinned Bryan off their like stuff. So we're definitely getting Miz Bryan at SummerSlam. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. It's going to be awesome.
I like that.
I like it too. But then it's like, I don't understand the Bludgeon Brothers part, but it's okay. And then it went to Miz and Rusev for the final gauntlet part of the match. Rusev got the win. Holy shit, we're seeing Rusev and AJ. What if Rusev wins? Like, he's the Jinder Mahal of this year, but this time the crowd's fully behind him.
Yeah. Wow.
I hope.
I'd almost want him to win.
I want him to win, but unless they're going to do a Daniel... Well, no, they're not, because Daniel Bryan's going to wrestle the Miz. I was going to say, I'm wondering if Rusev was going to be a filler to like the next guy, like kind of like Lars Sullivan was.
My thing is, like, if he doesn't win, then it's like, well, what do you do with him?
With Rusev?
Yeah.
Or unless Aiden English screws him over, and then there you go. There's your story right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty solid week, you know.
And then Rusev has to sing his own Rusev Day. Love it. Book it.
It's a pretty solid wrestling week. SmackDown was solid. Raw again, though. Raw was, like, good for, like, the first hour, and then it was just like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, it's horrible. Like, Raw has just not been good. And it was nothing but, like, filler matches, too. Like, Bobby Roode beat, who did Bobby Roode beat? He beat Kurt Hawkins. It's like, why did that match happen? And then you had fucking No Way Jose versus Mojo Rawley. It's like,
what's the point of that?
What? Yeah.
It's a preview match. It's a main event match.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, nothing mattered on Raw.
Not the main event, but like the main event TV show.
But nothing mattered on Raw after the first 2 segments. And I don't get it.
You have so much talent. You're something you can't find something to give these guys?
Yeah. And then you had, I guess what's interesting is that they're putting Bobby Lashley against Roman Reigns. That's going to be the match for Extreme Rules, which I'm intrigued about that match, don't get me wrong. But it's like, I don't care. Like, why should we care about this? Oh, we're just going to one-up each other now?
No.
Roman's going to win just to face Lesnar. It's like, where comes the burial Lashley now? Like, I don't know.
I just don't get. I get like you can't just blame the whole writers and the staff and Vince, but it's like, dude, there's a part of it. There's nothing good being written. It shows.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe the talent's not coming to them with ideas, and if they are, they're probably shutting them down. Like, no, we want to go with this.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, I don't know, figure it the fuck out.
Exactly. Anyway, yep. That was our wrestling recap. That's mostly everything we got. Next week, Unoffended, we have our 90s episode. Yeah, we got that. We got that next week. Special thank you to QWEGG for coming on the show, recapping Thanks for going to E3 for us also.
Yeah, dude. That was awesome.
That was awesome. Like, I'm happy. I'm jealous that you got to meet all the New Day.
So am I.
It's all right. I met Daniel Bryan. He took a selfie with me. It's National Selfie Day. I should post that.
Shut up.
Fuck you.
God, I hate Best match ever.
My name's Jim. I caught a ball. Ooh. Yay me. My name's Jim.
If anybody wants to donate us a camera down here, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, what else we got next week? Nothing really.
90s.
Oh, well, yeah,
top
90s.
Top 20 movies of the 90s, and plus songs of the week will just be strictly 90s.
Yeah, maybe cover the draft a little bit.
We might have a guest on the show. We might have a guest on the show, too.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So tune in next week, find out. Also, if you're listening right now, and you follow us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/offendedpod. Tune into our brand new NHL talk. We got the draft. We're going to talk draft. We're going to talk Barry Trotz. We're going to talk about... We're just going to talk hockey.
Yeah, we're going to talk free agents. We're going to talk
free agents?
Panarin, Tavares, Kovalchuk. I don't even know.
That idiot that just got arrested?
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Tune in to that. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at OffendedPod. You can buy our t-shirt at www.prowrestlingtees.com/offended-podcast. Oh, also, thank you to Naked Lady for calling me back.
Yeah, I don't want to watch Home Alone 3, 4, whichever one. Idiot, Mark. Stupid Mark.
Idiot.
Tell him, Jordan.
Idiot.
Stupid Mark.
Idiot. Hey, my dick. Well, puts my dick in.
Idiot.
I'm fixing to fuck you. Paul Rudd, Wanderlust. Scene's great. Follow our Spotify playlist at Offended Presents Songs of the Month. And if you're not doing it now, go listen to us on iHeartRadio by searching Offended, and we come right up where the first podcast comes up. For Stoutsy, I'm Tricky. This has been Offended, presented by PWP Nation. And next week, don't forget it, first episode of We Love the 90s.
Yeah,
Part 1.
Bro. Gonna want to listen.
You're gonna want to listen, brah. Definitely gonna want to listen to that. All right, we'll see you next week.
Bye, Marks.
Bye.